What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I didn't think I made a good impression on the last video and so forth. Not enough click-through rate. Not really too concerned in a sense, but it just means that you guys weren't interested in those type. So what we're going to do is I'm going to change up the topic a little bit and talk to you guys about something that been on my mind, how I got here and things like that. Kind of like a motivational speaking perspective. Been watching a lot of those. I've been watching a lot of the motivational speaking type videos, and it brought back to what I've been thinking about of when I first changed my life, a path that had changed my life. As you can probably God, it's hot today. Oh my God. God, it's hot. Gonna talk about a video that had changed my life entirely and what that led up to and how I believe it works. You might have seen it. It's back in 1990 something video. I don't remember, but it's that video that changed my perspective of the world. And how you can describe luck, you can describe anything you want, but it's basically comes down to that. Woo! I'll never get that, never gets old. So anyway, the video is basically called The Secret. I don't know if you guys seen it or have seen it, and I don't know if you apply or believe in it, but basically it talks about the law of attraction. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Oh shit, pulled in too hard. Go check it out. Get some air going. But yeah, motivational speaking wise, all comes down to this, and all those videos lead up and point back to this video. It talks about the law of attraction, and basically it comes down to is whatever you believe, you manifest it. If you believe you're going to be late for work, the universe will come down on you. I don't know if you noticed, I'm late for work. All the red lights start coming on you. All the traffic starts to slow down much further. You are going to be late because your mentality, your thought says that I'm going to be late, so you end up being late and you feel like the universe is, you know, coming out to get you. And have you ever thought about when you want something so bad, eventually it comes true, you know? Eventually, you don't know when, you don't know how, but it will, because your desire, your belief that you already own it, you already believe that you will get it, you believe, you manifest it, it will come true. I'm probably going to rant on about it, you know, talk about this or preach on, but yeah, I don't know, take it as you will, but back then, when I saw that video, I manifest a lot of things in my life to make things happen. I don't know if you know, I used to work at a carpet cleaning company. It's a very reputable company, organization, nationwide. Stanley Steamer. You probably heard of it. You've probably seen the commercial. I made myself to be one of the best in that. You know, I came in looking for a job. You know, there's a lot of things that happened in my life. When I was going to college, I needed some money because my loan tuition when you know, ran out or won't pay for. So I had to find a job somehow. My friend hooked me up because he was applying also and told me to join him in the interview. So I came down and I ended up getting the job, which ultimately I didn't know anything about carpet cleaning. I didn't know anything about household items and, you know, whatnot. So long story short, I came to be one of the best technicians in the carpet cleaning, as well as towels, upholstery cleaning, water damage restoration. I became certified in it. I learned a lot in that company. I built friends in that company. My manager had shown me, the owner of that company had shown what friendship is. It taught a lot about customer relations, and he brought up that video. I watched the video just to better empower myself, you know. More knowledge, more empowerment, right? So I've been with that organization almost 10 years. I was gonna believe I was gonna go somewhere, you know. I bought a house. I got married, bought a house, and my child is disabled. Probably you've seen me talk about sometimes in the video. I had to do something better for myself. One day I injured my back cleaning carpets. Gotta move furniture is one of the policies that we do offer our customers. We move furniture, and when I move furniture, try to lift up and put these coasters so we can slide them, and I was kind of like by myself, so I was upstairs lifting the furniture to put these coaster sliders, and something snapped, like not like broken snap, but you know, your muscle tissues like pop. But it woke me up how the company that I grew to trust would give me the best option for my family. So basically I ended up injuring myself and went to therapy. I didn't get workers' comp, which was probably my fault. They got me back the next week. I was still injured, but they got me back in the office instead of out of the field. The problem with it is that even though I will get, you know, continued work, is that they paid me minimum wage instead of making my money out in the field as a lead technician. That what screwed me, and that is when I took to heart the video. I want to try to change something because this is not happening. I traveled 50 miles to get paid for minimum wage, and I could barely make the house mortgage payment with my wife. So what I did was I tried to set myself some goals, some plan, and see if it works out. I want to get back to school, not back into university, because they have their requirements all over again. I had to start almost back to square one for 4 years, and I didn't want to do that. So I ended up taking a technical school to get my degree. I want to get back into my passion, where it's about computers. At the same time, I went to Heal Technicals and get my degree in networking and security, and you know, get my feet into the door for jobs and stuff. So that's my plan. I'm creating these foundation plans, and that's what it means by law of attraction. You draw these things and you manifest. You may say it's like it's just a planned goal or whatever, but it manifests. I stayed for a couple almost 6 weeks to my first term school, and it's supposed to take me 3 years to complete. I told my manager when I was applying that I will be going back to school, and I take night classes so that in the day I work, get off of work, head to school. I sometimes request that I get off early, but the problem with this business is that you don't know what time you get off. Depending on what client you go to clean the house, it could be a 2-bedroom, it could be a 2-story, 5-bedroom, living room, family room cleaning. Then they want furniture cleaning, add-on and things like that. So you still got to meet your daily quota as promised by the organization, but at the same time you gotta oh shit, what the fuck are you doing? No signal, just started merging over. Okay, dum. Alright, in any case, you don't know what time you leave out of work, right? So I end up with an ultimatum by my boss one day, one evening, that I have to go to school, so they have to bring me back in to the office. But they said there's more calls coming in. It was slamming with jobs, and I told them, I told you that I will be going to school, and I need to get to school to finish my degree. Otherwise I'm paying for it out of my pocket, these loans for nothing if I get I fail the course. So I made a compromise that I'll be taking the course at night, have classes at 7, things like that. And it was already 6 o'clock. I had to get the truck back in and clean. They got me another job, and I told them, you know what, I quit. I called my wife. I'm probably going to end up quitting because they're demanding me to follow suit with this job. And they're not being reasonable. I did what I could, and at the same time, you can't really keep me, in the office. I was just getting back in the field after my injury, and so I'm getting paid assistant level at the same time. So I'm not making money. It took me, 100 miles round trip just to get to work, and I'm getting paid minimum wages, and it barely pays for the gas. Anyway, long story short, I made my decision. I set my self for success, and that's what I hope for. So my wife was struggling at the time, while I was trying to go to school, and I love her for being supportive on that. And she was almost breaking down. Stuff starts happening, that winter the pipe broke and the whole carpet was ruined. It was our new house. Our daughter was disabled. Yeah, she pretty much broke it down. She called the insurance to cover for water damage. She had to drop down $1,000 deposit. That really put a damper. So I try to focus on studying, get graduated. I start finding part-time jobs at the same time. I worked at Six Flags as an IT, get some skills into my resume, just building the foundation little by little. I worked at, I ended up after graduation at a contractor for, and they own a IT contracting business where they put you into these different job positions, look out for different jobs. So basically it's like a middle agent, but it's a whole family owned. It was portable CIO. One of the jobs I ended up with is that there was a big project, they need more people, was working at a children's hospital of Oakland as a tech installer. So they got thousands and thousands of PCs refreshed that they were outdated and under standard for the hospital. So they got a big project, and we ended up doing the job, and I was doing the best I could to make myself known and reputable that, So after the contract was over, you end up lose the position, your job, you're back to jobless. and I wanted to be part of, you know, the medical industry of IT, because that's where business is, technology and healthcare. So that's what I wanted to do. I ended up trying to find a position, and I never got the position for that year. The next following year comes, I was still contracted. I was the last remaining contractor still hired by children, because I wanted to, you know, to do my best, to give them my all, you know. So all in all, I ended up being in, I got hired when they finally opened a position as a service desk. I ended up finding the position opened up for me, and I ended up applying and got in as a service desk, but as a per diem. So even still, it's not fully, hello CHP. I was still kind of like a contract. It's not like a full-time, it's a per diem, so you're like temporary. So what it is, basically I get called in on call when I need it. So for the most part, it is pretty much all the shift, 24/7 shift, you're on call, which is put a detrimental, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Being called in like 12 a.m. to cover a shift, or come in at 7 in the morning to cover a shift after you got home, you know, that midnight. So the schedule was whack, and I don't mind, I got used to it in a sense, but eventually it takes a toll on your mental and physical ability. So I finally got the position as a full-time employee. I covered mainly nights and evening shift. Nights on weekends and evenings on weekdays, just so that it can accommodate for my daughter disability and, you know, school and stuff when her time came. So my wife works on a fixed schedule, 6 a.m. to, you know, 2:30. By the time she gets home, I get off of work. I mean, I get to work on the weekdays evening. So it kind of worked out for that. Until they recently changed to San Francisco, where our base is now located for service desks in San Francisco. So I'm telling you guys, law of attraction. Take it as you will, but when you put your mind to it, a lot like these motivational speakers say, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. You just don't know how the universe unfolds itself, but it starts to align when you know that it starts to align, when things fall into place. Your job, the school, things like that. But you have to set the seed in motion. I didn't get this bike because of you know, I'm rich or anything. I got it because that was my desire, one of the dream desires. You know, I manifested. I wanted a sports car, you know, MR2 or a all-wheel drive. I was able and blessed to be able to drive all the dream cars that I did, except for a couple of more that I want to drive. That would be a Nissan GTR. But then my passion changed. You see what I mean? Eventually your passion changed, and that's when your motivation starts to change with it, and the manifestation starts to change. You see what I mean? Law of attraction. But yeah, that's all pretty much I have to say. Just go check out the video and think for, say for yourself. I'll be making more some of these type of videos, talk about, you know, motivational speaking or different type of aspect of that can improve or better yourself. One other thing you could probably take a look at also is a great motivational speaker that I just saw was a podcast by Roommate for Pat Ben David. Patrick Ben David. He gave a really good motivational speaker about choosing your life, about growing up, what he did, what decisions he made, what book he wrote that are practical, that he had experienced, not just by reading other people and applying, but his own life experience and applying to the book. Every time I see these type of motivational speaking videos, I end up referring back to that video, The Secret. So until next time, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do want to see some of these type of videos, leave a comment below and a like. Don't forget to subscribe and all that jazz. Alright, late guys, talk to you later. Peace.
Trying to lead life by example, but living this life is a handful, and I ain't gonna